Are you a fraud? Ask yourself that question. Are you an imposter? Are you a fucking imposter? Well, let's find out.
It's slipping by, even when I close my eyes.
Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. And welcome to another Creator Talk with T, where we talk about everything that involves the life and the style of being a creator. So today we're going to be talking about something very pertinent. We're going to be talking about imposter syndrome. So for those who do not know, imposter syndrome is the persistent fear of being exposed as a fraud. I think that's like in the most drastic sense. But in a way, I'll say it's when you constantly doubt your abilities and things that you can do, even though you've accomplished a lot in that specific field. So it's constantly questioning your success. As creators, we put our heart and soul into our work. We share our passion, our creativity, and sometimes it doesn't go exactly the way we think about it in our mind. And then we have this niggling fear that, oh, maybe we're not good creators after all, or maybe we're just frauds. And then you constantly compare yourself to other creators and feel the pressure because you think you're not amounting to what you're supposed to be amounting to at that point in time. I want you to know that having these feelings doesn't mean you're not a real creator. It doesn't mean you don't belong in the space. In fact, it actually means that you are right where you belong, because it means that you care enough to want to do better than you currently are and looking for a way to improve your craft as a creator. It also means that you're passionate about what you do. And that's what makes you a unique creator in your own right. So you may not have millions of followers yet, millions of subscribers yet, but that doesn't make you any less worthy of being a creator as anyone on the 2024 Forbes creator list. Everyone has to start somewhere. I always say, have the audacity that a mediocre person would, because a lot of people who are mediocre have enormous amount of audacity for not really doing anything. But always have audacity. That's like number one. And also, I think we should let go of this fear of rejection. I think that's a huge part of what comes into play when you have imposter syndrome as a creator. Like, I live in a very delusional world because I believe that the least you can say is no or not even respond. But at the end of the day, I know my idea is amazing and you may not like it, but somebody else will. And that's just the fact of life. Not everybody's going to like what you do. And you have to learn that it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Like, I have so much audacity that it literally cannot fit in a room. With the first email I ever created in my life and as children, obviously it's not first name, last name at gmail.com or some professional email. It's like a literally literal crazy ass email. It's random name 604 at gmail.com. So it's like just a very random ass email. And I was like, oh, I want to interview Burna Boy when his album Twice As Tall came out. And I was like, why don't I send Burna Boy's management an email? And that's the only email address I had. Like, I didn't even think of, oh, let me create a new one, because I had emailed some other people and people responded. Like, professional organizations responded. Like, I literally emailed in Style magazine and they responded with that email. So it's like, okay, he's Burna Boy. It doesn't really matter. Like, whether he's big or whether he's not big. So I emailed his management. I was like, oh, I would like to interview Burna Boy for an interview. He did not respond, obviously, because he probably thought it was spam or something like that. And it was some fraudulent activities. But I did it with not a care in the world, because like, I had the audacity like, oh, they would respond, because why not? This writer that you do not know from Adam is emailing you for something, and they're like, yeah. But yes, have audacity. I think that's something that everybody should have. The opposite of imposter syndrome should definitely be audacity. So counter your imposter syndrome with the amount of audacity that you can feel. Because at the end of the day, life goes on. It's literally just that. Life goes on. So let me give you some actionable tips on how to deal with imposter syndrome besides having audacity. Number one, embrace your journey. at the end of the day, you're on a journey and everybody's journey looks different. We're not all walking down the same road. So embrace your unique journey. That's all you have to do. Just embrace the journey and take it day by day, step by step, and enjoy the ride. 2, stop comparing yourself to others. I know it may be difficult to do because it's always one thing to like, oh, let me see what this person's creating. I kind of like create similar things, or let me do this, let me do that. But comparison is the thief of joy. So stop comparing yourself to others. Just embrace your content. Go back, review what you've done, and keep improving yourself. Don't care about what other people are doing. 3, reframe your thoughts. When you catch yourself saying, I don't deserve this, or I'm not good enough, reframe your thoughts and be like, I deserve this. I am as worthy as anyone else to be in this room. Always remember that. Like, I always tell people when they say, oh, like this big brand reached out to me and I cannot charge them how much I really want to charge them, or how much I'm really worth. I just like want it. What if they don't want to? I'm like, if they did not like your content, they wouldn't have reached out to you. I think that's the thing that people don't realize. Like, if people don't like your content, they won't watch your videos and comment. If brands don't like what they see and the value that you provide, they would not reach out to you. If you reach out to a brand and they respond to you and be like, oh yeah, would love to work with you, they wouldn't respond if they didn't like what they saw. I think you always have to remember that. Even if they tell you, oh, it's in exchange for a free product, some people are using free product, take advantage of you and not pay you because they think you're valuable, and they think, oh, you don't really know that you're valuable yet, so they're just trying to get in before before you pop off. But don't let people take advantage of you. 5, celebrate your wins. Small, big, doesn't really matter. Just celebrate yourself, because if you don't celebrate yourself, how do you expect people to celebrate you? Celebrate those little wins, whether it's posting 30 days straight consistently. Celebrate it, because it's actually a huge feat to pump out 30 pieces of content in 30 fucking days, bro. Celebrate the things that you do. Every little thing that you do is a huge feat that not a lot of people are like. It seems like there are a lot of creators in the world, but at the end of the day, in comparison to the amount of people on earth, there are not that many creators. You're doing something that not every single person could do. Like, people think that creating content is easy, and in your mind you think it's probably easy to turn on the camera and talk to yourself. Like, literally, I'm looking at a fucking lens and talking to myself. But it's not that easy. If it's easy, you do it. If it's easy, anybody would do it, but not everybody does. Like, it's the same way people think, oh, singing is easy. Oh yeah, get on stage and sing. Get on stage and sing in front of thousands of people. It's not that easy. So celebrate yourself, because you did something good. You did something big. You did something that not everybody can do. It's the same way, oh, okay, nobody ever says being a doctor is easy, but it's not easy. Everything you do has value. Anyways, you can see it's a subject I'm passionate about. So learn that you're not an imposter. You are not an imposter. You wouldn't be there if you were not valuable. You wouldn't be there if people did not see the good in you. Like, be fucking for real. You wouldn't be there if you were not valuable. So have the audacity of a mediocre person, and it's for your worth. Show up, show out, because you're doing your big one. Anyways, thank you for coming to this Creator Talk with T, and let me know in the comments if you would start having audacity today, because have that audacity. I need you to have audacity. But yeah, until next time, live beautifully.